Hey guys, what's up, Brennan here, and we're getting close to, we're right now in August, and, something's in my eye. Anyway, so, we're getting close to August, and, no, we're not getting close, we're in August, we're getting close to fall, which is soon they're getting the release date of Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So I thought I should do something about that. Now, of course, I will be having a lot of new characters and a couple of trailers and other stuff over the past couple months. I will be talking about those on Superfan Studios. The reason that there wasn't on Superfan Studios this week so far is because I was still trying to finish up the Lego Batman 2 stuff. So yeah, but you will get Superfan Studios next week, but it'll only be like 1 week because I'm still trying to Lego Batman and stuff. So yeah, so I put together a list of top 10 characters I want for Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Now, if you have seen my first channel, 100 Bomb Studios, you know I do already top 10s on that, and I've already done a top 10 list of characters that we need for this game. Well, like I said before in like my top 10 games that need free in 2014, I said that the top 10 list I do on my main channel is just it's not my list, it's just a list of the list I have on those stuff, like how can I explain this? Say it was a top 10 best movies, and I would pick a movie and see if it would fit in the category. Right, so yeah, the lists I do on that channel are not my list. They're like just, yeah, I'm not sure how to phrase it, but I've already been talking about that on my top 10 best E3 games, my top 10 E3 games and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm going to count down top 10 characters I want for Batman 3, and none of the characters that I had on the list on my main channel are not on this list. Let's begin. Alright, so number 10 on our list. Number 10 is Kyle Raymer, the Green Lantern. Kyle Raymer is what I'd be surprised if this guy does not get confirmed, since we're going to space and we're getting a lot of Green Lantern Corps, a lot of Green Lantern and other corps and stuff. So I'd be surprised if he's not in it. So what Kyle Raymer is, what I learned from watching Variant Comics is Variant Comics is history of all the Earth Green Lanterns. He's well, Kyle Raymer first is wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's technically the fifth Green. He's the fifth Green Lantern from Earth. But in technical term, Alan Scott, the first Green Lantern, is just from another Earth. So technically, he's the fourth Green Lantern. So yeah, why is it like so dark right now? I don't know. Like, can I fix this up a bit? Ah, it burns. Make it try them a bit. Look a bit. Ah, right. That's making it worse. I don't know, it looks dark. Does it look dark to you guys? I don't know, it kind of does look... now my eyes are blinded a bit. Okay, now let me just not use this lamp at all. Not helping anything. And as I was saying, what I learned from watching that history of video, Kyle Raymer, I think, well, he was like, he became a Green Lantern after, Hal Jordan went like kind of crazy on the Green Lantern Corps and stuff, I believe, is what I can think of. So, yeah, I think he'd be a cool character to have. Plus, I really like his costume design. Now, I believe at first he did have Hal Jordan's original actual costume, but then he wore his own design of costume, which looks really cool. I think he had the symbol, the Green Lantern symbol, either on his shoulders or on his knees. I don't remember, but yeah. But his next costume design looks really cool. I really like that. I wish, and like, he's my favorite Green Lantern, like my favorite human Green Lantern and stuff like that. First him, then Hal Jordan, then John Stewart, then Guy Gardner. No, then I guess Simon Baz, and then Guy Gardner, stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, I would really like him to be in the game. I'd be surprised if he's not, or something like that. But yeah. Number 9 on the list is going to Metallo. He's a Superman villain, and he's actually one of the only villains who could actually defeat Superman. Well, there are a couple other people, like General Zod could, Darkseid could, Doomsday. Well, we know Doomsday can. He's killed him once. But yeah, so Metallo, his real name is John Corbin, and his body, I believe, was damaged one time, and then he has his mind transferred into a robot body, and his heart was replaced with kryptonite. So that's what's keeping him alive, basically. But yeah, so I think he'd be an interesting character to have, because, like, imagine, I don't know, he wouldn't be a boss. If he wasn't in the game, I don't think he'd be a boss. maybe a side mission. Maybe not a side mission. I don't think he would be a side mission. But so if he was a side mission, imagine that. Superman is a side mission with Superman. He has to go fight him, but he can't take him on because he has kryptonite. Because he just open up his. Because like the kryptonite's like actually like it's like right here on him. So like just this part just like this part of his chest is it's like a this part of his chest is like in the shape of a rectangle. So we just open up here. That's what the kryptonite would be. So in the shape of a rectangle in a way, or square, whatever. And like that would not work. So it's Batman has to come in and help Superman, and Superman has to get his lead suit on because lead's the only thing that he can use to protect himself from kryptonite. And he's used it before in the animated series. So yeah. But yeah, I think he'd be a cool character to have. I wouldn't want him to be his they're probably gonna use his New 52 design. So yeah, because they're using many of the characters that have their New 52 designs. But, well, not all of them. Some characters don't. Like Robin doesn't because it's the Tim Drake Robin, so not his New 52 design. Martian Manhunter doesn't because we saw his New 52 design in the last game. And Joker, of course, doesn't because, well, it would be weird seeing his New 52 design on a Lego figure because his face is just cut off and, like, his face just cut off and is strapped back onto his face. That would look weird and creepy a bit. But yeah, so they're gonna probably use his, if he wasn't in the game, he'd probably use his New 52 design. But I want him to have the abilities that he had in the animated film, which I really love, called Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, or is it Batman, Superman, I think it's Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. And that he can morph his hand into weapons, so like he can turn into like a hammer, a chainsaw, I think a mace, and a claw, and like there's also one scene where he puts his hand over kryptonite and forges a gun around the kryptonite and then shoots Superman with it. So I think that'd be really cool. I really want to see him in it. I think it'd be an interesting character to have and stuff like that. Number 8 on the list is number 8 on the list is Deadshot. Deadshot I think would be a really cool character to also have. He's a Batman villain, also known as a Green Arrow villain. He's both. Is the other villains? No, he's only a villain to Batman, like Green Arrow, I believe. But yeah, what his origin I believe is from watching a Watch Mojo video. What's revealed that apparently back in the I think it was back in the year of the comics in the 40s or the 50s in Batman comics. That's when he first appeared. He was either in the 40s or 50s, I forget. But Floyd Watson was actually a billionaire and he turned a good guy. He actually wanted to become a crime fighter and used guns and called himself Deadshot, but never killed anyone. So the mayor liked him, allowed him to stay as a superhero, but told him to never shoot to kill. So when Batman robbing him out from vacation, it was during that time when Deadshot came around, Batman and Robin were on vacation, and so when they came out from vacation, they found the bat signals replaced with a target symbol, and they found out that Deadshot was a new hero in town, so they started working with Deadshot until they found out he was a bad guy and stuff, and yeah. He came back as a bad guy at some point, and put on his costume we all know. I really like the character. I think he's an awesome character. Like, imagine his gameplay. Imagine this. He'll be using. Imagine him using like pistols, a machine gun, or the guns he has on his wrists. I'm not sure what he would use, but imagine that. How can I make this scenario? Imagine he's downtown in a city. He shoots a light post. The light post, it bounces off that. I mean, it destroys it, but it bounces off it. It bounces off another light pulse, but it bounces off another light pulse. Not pulse. It bounces off another light post, and it also gets destroyed, and then it hits the bad guy. So that'd be pretty cool to see. Plus, also his targeting system would be his eye, because one of his eyes, or is it this eye? One of his eyes actually is a targeting system. On his mask, one of his eyes is a targeting system, so that's pretty cool to have. They're going to use the New 52 design, no doubt. But they probably won't do that, but maybe you could have as skins of his Arkham City and Arkham Origin design, so something like that. So yeah, that'd be cool to see and have. So yeah, I think he'd be an interesting character to have. And I'm not sure about their Arkham City. I'm not sure they would use the Arkham City and Origin designs, but who knows, maybe. And number 7 on the list is Reverse Flash. Well, not the evil twin, but he's like a copy of Flash. He dresses like him, but it's basically his color schemes in reverse. Where there's yellow on Flash's costume, there's red on his. Where there's red on his costume, there's yellow. So something like that. His name is named Dr. What I think is Eobard Fong, or Professor Zoom, also known as Reverse Flash. He comes from the 25th century and wanted to be Flash's partner, but Flash didn't want once. Now he hates him. Wow. So I don't know why I'm. No, that's not helping make make it brighter. I was wrong. Sorry about that. Anyways, as I was saying, wait a minute. I'm gonna see my computer to make it a bit brighter. Oh shit! Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks brighter now. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, so I think he'd be an interesting character to have. Imagine of course he has the same powers as Flash, but imagine this is a side mission where it's a Flash side mission, and Flash is about Reverse Flash. Imagine their fight. Because if I was making a side mission based around Flash, I would have Reverse Flash in it, and have their fight be in Central City. But basically, where the fight would be, they're both running side by side each other, and they just punching each other while running at the same time, and of course also picking up random stuff and throwing at them as they're running. I think that'd be a cool thing. I doubt they're probably not going to do that. I don't think they will. I think that'd be a cool thing to have. My idea, of course. I think it'd be an interesting. Imagine them fighting and imagine you're playing with two people and you're fighting each other. That'd be awesome to have and stuff. So yeah. Number 6 on the list is Red Hood. Now, and Red Hood I think would be an awesome character also because he's actually the second Robin named Jason Todd. And the origin behind is that after our battle with Joker where he got beaten with a crowbar and got exploded in a building, he came back to life by the Lazarus Pit, or I believe that's how he came back to life in the New 52 because I saw his origin in Batman Under the Red Hood, the animated film, but I don't really know. So, I think he took over Joker's original identity, the Red Hood. I think he'd be an awesome character to have, and in general he would be cool because he hears guns and stuff. His costume design looks pretty cool. In general, they've been using all the Robin that people have been Robin. Like we've had Nightwing, we've had the Tim Drake Robin, we've had even as a DLC, Damian Wayne was in the last game as a DLC. So I think he'd be an awesome addition to have. So yeah. Number 5 on the list is Aqualad. Now, I want his Young Justice version because I found out that apparently the version of Aqualad in the comics and now the version of him in the comics now and Young Justice, they're two completely different people. But so I think I want the Young Justice Aqualad too because he has a really cool design. His real name is Calgar. Yeah, Calgar. He's a really cool, has a really cool design. He's a great leader. He's really strong. I think he knows martial arts and stuff, something like that. And there's an episode when they're battling a character called Cheshire in the show, where she shoots darts at him. I forget what they were. Were they poisonous darts, or were they knockout darts? I forget what they were, but he wasn't affected by them, but until a couple minutes later and stuff like that. But I forgot how to explain that. But also, one cool thing about him, of course, also he has these two things on his back. He has a metal backpack, but these two sticks that stick out the back of it. He grabs onto them. He pulls them out. They're about this big each of them, and the water comes out forming weapons. And he can form a sword, and a hammer, a mace, an axe, and he also can control water. Also, that's pretty cool. Since we're having Aquaman in the game, I think it'll be appropriate to have Aqualad in it too. So yeah. Number 4 on the list is a character who's surprisingly not been confirmed yet, is Bane. So Bane's been in the last 2 games, and it's surprising that he's not been confirmed yet, actually, or even shown in a trailer yet. They never confirmed him, never showed him in a trailer. It's weird that he's not been confirmed yet. Now, I watched this guy's video, I wasn't shout his name, but he said that this cool idea about Bane would be in the game. Now, you would of course have Bane as him. Of course they're gonna have big figs in the game now, but of course you have Bane as a normal figure, of course. But of course, also he said if people want to also play as the big fig version, you could press Y, in Marvel superheroes, you could press Y to turn to Hulk, or press Y to turn to Peter Parker. So he said that if you press Y or triangle or whatever console you're playing on, or anything, Bane I think would press a button, then muscle up and become the big Bane we saw in Arkham Asylum and City. That'd be actually a really cool idea to have. Bane I think would be a really interesting character to have also, because he's a really cool character. So we actually surprised they haven't confirmed yet. Maybe soon later on, getting close to the game's review release dates. So maybe we'll confirm it soon. I hope he's confirmed or something like that. Number 3 on the list is another Batman villain, Clayface. Yes, there's a lot of villains on this list. Clayface was also another character I'm surprised is not confirmed yet. If Clayface was in the game, of course, we need a big fake Clayface, or no, maybe not. Oh, maybe not the same thing that I talked. The guy, maybe they're gonna do, if Clayface is in the game, maybe they can do that same thing that they did with Bane I talked about, or they're doing with Martian Manhunter, stuff like that. Where you could have a Clayface as a small person, but then you could press Y or triangle like whatever, and then he could grow into one big figure, and like just that would be awesome to see. You'd have to turn his hand into like a hammer, a giant fist, a mace. You can turn into a I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Maybe like shapeshift, probably. I don't know, but I think that'd be awesome. Like just Clayface would be an awesome character to have in general. And now they're interested in Big Fake. Imagine what they can do with Clayface. That'd be awesome. Number 2 on the list is Brainiac 5. Now you're probably thinking, why are you saying Brainiac? Brainiac, we already know he's in the game. We've been known for a long time. Well, if you know what the 5 means, the Brainiac that's in this game, that's Brainiac 13. I believe that's right. Is it 13? Yeah, it's 13. Brainiac 5 is a different Brainiac. He's a Brainiac from the future. Has anyone seen Legion of Superheroes? Anyone? Anyone? No? You can leave it in the comments, but people who have heard of Legion of Superheroes know who Brainiac 5 is. He's from the future who works with, he's a leader, no, is he leader? I think he is. He works with Legion of Superheroes, and, his character would be awesome to have. He's a good character, and I would really want this character to have in it, and plus also have his version. I want his version from the TV show that came out a couple years ago. There's a TV show called The Legion of Superheroes that came out a long time ago. Had Brainiac in it. I want that design where he can actually transform into a giant robot version. That'd be cool to have. He can also like use his belt and form a shield bubble around him and stuff like that. So that's pretty. I think he'd be an awesome character to have. Yeah, really interesting to have, and yeah. And number 1 on the list is the character that I never thought of until I watched. The guy got the idea. When I talked about Bane, I said how you could have him as a small figure and then become a big figure. The video I watched about that also helped. The guy also mentioned this character, which I never thought of before, which is the Arkham Knight, who will be the main protagonist, or one of them, in the upcoming game next year, Batman Arkham Knight. So, yeah, he also, I think actually a cool idea. He said, since Arkham Knight's now going to be delayed to next year, he would be a good way, him in the game could be a good way to get you ready and have a little, like, tease or little Arkham Knight bits. He also said that may not be possible since it's Rocksteady who helped create that character and stuff like that, but also Jeff Johns also did help them create Arkham Knight, so maybe the LEGO and TT Games could work out a deal with that. And plus Jeff Johns works for DC, and DC is helping make this game. So yeah, I would be cool. It would be cool if Arkham Knight was in the game. If he wouldn't, maybe as a DLC character. But if he's not in the game, that would be kind of stuff. Because that should be cool. He should be a really cool character to have. His design would look really cool as a LEGO figure, really cool. And yeah, I hope if he would be in the game, I hope LEGO would do an agreement somehow with like Rocksteady to get this character in the game or DLC character. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this list. Tell me what characters do you want to be in LEGO Batman and Free. My battery's dying. My battery's about to die, so I need to end this video right now. So tell me comment down below who do you want in the game. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys later.